Hi guys, it's Nat again from Nat's Pretty Prints. As promised, I'm just going to do a quick tutorial with you to show you how to do the knotted bow and some variations of that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually be using fabric. So we've got a small scrap of fabric here, which needs to be twice the size of the bow template that you're going to be using for the die cutter, which I'm also going to show you how to use today. Some of our double-sided adhesive, which is normally an A4 sheet, 50p, bargain. Okay, a pair of scissors, and then either a template or what I'm going to be using today. I do sell the templates, but I also have the die here as well. Okay, so if you've got a Sizzix or a Cuttlebug, these are going to be going on sale from now on and down from 25 to 20. So grab yourself a bargain, postage just £3 on these, and these do save a hell of a lot of time, and also because these are double-sided fabrics we're going to be using today, it means you don't get marks on them. So first thing we're going to do is just look at the size of the bow that we want to do. So I'm going to show you how to make, we're going to make the big one, and then I'm also going to show you the smaller one as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just really roughly cut a piece of the double-sided adhesive out to just similar sort of size to the die cutter. As I said before, you can also use the templates, just whichever works for you. Okay, so I know that that's going to be more than big enough to cover the space on the die cutter. Okay, all I'm going to do is have a bit of fabric. To peel off the back, the best way to do it is to fold over the corner. And then what you want to do is kind of scrape and roll it back. It's a bit fiddly at first, but you will get used to it. Okay, so you just peel off the back end, so that part's going in the bin. This part's super sticky. So I'm just going to stick this to the edge of my fabric. Just like that. Okay, so just press it down nice and firmly. You want to make sure you've got a full bond on this. Then all you need to do is, again, peel the back off. What you will find with this adhesive is it becomes more permanent over time, so the more oxygen gets to it, the quicker it will bond, and it will become a permanent bond. So don't worry if it's starting to peel up in the corners when you do pick it off. It's completely normal. And once you've pressed it all down again, it will all seal. Okay, so what we do is fold this over, and then just press down firmly. What we want to do then, just roughly cut your fabric out again. Just trim off the excess. Okay, now I've got a nice piece of double-sided fabric. Okay, it's also stiffened as well because that the adhesive in the middle has made it stiffer. And as you can see, perfect size for my bow tie. So I'm just going to do the second piece for the smaller bow. I'm just going to cut out another bit again. Okay, it's just exactly the same process. So line it up with the size of the bow, or if you can use templates, line up the templates. Again, just peel the backing off. Stick it in place, press down firmly, again just peel the back off. Simple as that, so no irons, no fuss. Which means it's great for doing with children as well, because obviously you haven't got the issue with heat. It's also pretty quick too. No one likes getting their ironing board out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to die cut these. If you were using the templates, what I suggest is just whatever you draw around it with, make sure you cut inside the lines that you've drawn, or use air drying fabric pens, or whatever you want really. Okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. I don't know too much. So my top tip with using the Sizzix, so mine's a really old one, it's well worn, secondhand when I've got it and it's been used and abused. Great tip for this to help you get better pressure on cutting is to use just a little scrap of felt on the bottom. What this does is it pushes up the die cutter and puts more pressure on the top plate, meaning you get a crisper cut. I've learned that. So what I'm going to do now is just line up my fabric on my bow die, and it's fine for these to overlap because this die is capable of cutting through more than one sheet of fabric in one go. Okay, so I've got both things in there, so it's going to cut out the smallest and the largest bow in one go. So we've put the bottom plate down. The felt's completely optional, you don't need it, it's just something that I like to use. Fabric in place, make sure you don't knock it like I've just done. Okay, line it up, pop the top on. And with this die you don't need the extended long plates, I tend to use them because that's where I've gone, literally. Turn the handle, simple as that. Okay. And as you can see, we have, ta-da, nice crisp bows. So we've got the overlap there, don't leave that bit, pull that bit. Okay. Just double check your bows, and you might have one or two loose threads, just snip those off. The glue should hold the two layers back in place. Bring those back over. So as you can see now, I've got my two knotted bow dies. Okay. The reason why these are called knotted bow dies, and that's because when you use them, you knot them to make the bow. So what I'm going to do is two quick examples. So I'm going to show you the smallest one first. So if you're going to do it, you can knot these and then slip them over a hair clip, which I'll show you in a second with the larger one. For the smaller one, I'm going to put it onto a little hair tie. Okay, so these are great for little kids. Okay, so it's just easy to just slip it onto something, just so that you've got a surface to work on. So I've got a spray can here. What I'm going to do is just pop the bow through. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then the easiest way to do these is fold them along the length, okay, and that will make it easier to knot because they are quite fiddly. And what you find is just literally just doing a knot like you do when you start doing your shoelaces. Okay, so it's just over under. Okay, let's see if I can show you that. Okay, so just a normal knot. Then what you're going to do is pull one side through completely. Okay, it will only let you pull it so far because where you've got that section in the middle where it narrows, it just slides to that point. So that middle part's where the knot actually is. Okay, and then just pull the other side. And what you want to do, because it's the type of fabric we're using, is we just want to kind of tease it through. So try not to use too much force on the second side, because what you don't want to do is end up fraying, is like causing your fabric to fray. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Got a cute little bow. How cute is that? And the other way that you can do these, my hairspray it though. Put it on my wrist so you can see it. So that's the smallest one. So I know a lot of you are saying that you find these really tricky to do. Just follow that tip and you'll be fine. Make sure with the smaller one that you stick with a thinner fabric. I think anything sort of fine glitterish, you're just about okay. If you want to use leatherette, make sure it's not the thick felt back leatherette, use soft leatherette, which is the stuff that I stock in store. Okay, so now we've got the big one. What we're going to do with this one is I'm going to show you how to make the hair clip that I had on today. So again, we've got the bow, fold it lengthways, okay, and then all I'm going to do, cross it, okay, cross it over, wrap it round, tuck it through. So just literally doing a knot. Is it? Pull one side, pull the other. Okay. Simple as that. You can obviously muck around with it, form it however you want. So you might be thinking now, well, how am I going to get that on a clip? Easy. Get yourself a little hair grip. One of these. These are great for doing for adults, because obviously it's, you know, really kind of retro look. All you have to do is you can choose which way up you want, whether you want the knot up or the knot down. So these are also known as top knot bows because you normally have the knot upwards, so it depends on you. Literally just slide the grip under the bow. And then you can pop it in your hair. You can put a dab of glue on it if you wanted to. Completely up to you. And there we go. One of these. You can also attach them to hairbands if you want, so normal like elastic band. It's up to you what you want to do with it. You could tie it to a ribbon, anything you fancied, but they are really simple to make, really quick. That's 10 minutes to make 2 with me talking, so hopefully you'll all have mastered these now and you'll all crack on with them. Enjoy, ladies. Bye!